Ghost.
Oh,
What's up with it, man?
man, what's up with the Views from the Arch? We here, baby. We here once again. We back at it. I had to spin the block on you one time.
Most definitely, man. Appreciate you for popping out again.
Hey, you know me. I appreciate you, bro. I made a call, sent a couple of messages to you. You ain't do no hesitating, bro.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. I thank you, Jake. I appreciate you.
Let's catch up to speed. It's been a while since we talked, man. What's been going on with you?
Shit, oh my God, movies, acting, a little bit of modeling. I live in Texas now, in Dallas. Shout out to D-Town, shout out to Houston. I done moved down there, man, and I got the grind going. Just got my first publication down there after a handful of shows. So I'm already buzzing down there in Dallas heavy. And they just showing a nigga a lot of love, bro, off the rip. And shit, I'm here for it, homie. I'm finna take it, I'm finna accept it, and I'm finna cultivate it and do even more from there. Yeah. But shit, now I'm here. I've been here for a few days, almost a week. Shit, just been grinding heavy since I've been here. Interview after interview, function after function, podcast after podcast.
Right.
I'm nominated for a Louis Wood Award right now. Shout out to Louis Wood Radio, Male King Hip Hop Artist of the Year. So I kind of tried to strategically to fill this trip up and turn it into a small promo run. So a lot of the podcasts and the interviews that I've been doing are under Louis Wood's, umbrella. I'm trying to make sure I secure that motherfucking win, bro. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I'm the only one that's on they ballot. That's artists that don't even call St. Louis home base no more. So to me, I really want to win that award because it mean a lot. Like, as the saying go, out of sight, out of mind. Well, shit, I'm out of sight. I don't live here no more. But the grind that I'm putting down, the bars that I'm putting down, and the way I'm moving on my reputation, it sticks with people even when they can't physically see me. So to win, not only get it nominated, but then if I, when I win it,
you speak to existence.
Yeah, bro, you got to speak it to an existence. Yeah, that's we got a lot going, bro. But right now, the only thing we got going is Views from the Arch. You know what I'm saying? And that's the main focus, homie.
Definitely. And what was your reason of moving down there?
Just to be all the way 100, ain't no music money here in St. Louis. St. Louis is a very crab in a barrel bucket, crab in a bucket mentality. There's not a lot of music money here. It's some niggas that's getting to a bag, but these niggas they not really getting a bag. You know what I'm saying? They getting a few bands and shit, and that's great. But it ain't really nobody here that's pulling in a couple 100,000 doing shows and stuff like that. And I felt like I had kind of hit a ceiling here in St. Louis. Other than having a song in rotation, I've done everything here that you could do, bro. I've been on radio. I've been at the top shows. I've opened up for top artists: King Von, Gorilla Zoe, Webbies, the Twisters, the Lil Waynes. I done been in every platform that's worthwhile in the city. I done been on Views from the Arch. I done been on other platforms. You know what I mean? I done did everything that you can do here, including winning awards, nominated for one now. Like, what more can what more can you really do, bro? So the opportunity came up. I was already kind of tied in with Texas Star List. Shout out to Texas Star List and the homeboy DJ Q-Safix. Sometimes with this entertainment, bro, you got to put all your eggs in a basket. And when the opportunity came, every single egg I had, I put it in a Dallas, Texas basket, and we up out of here. So shit, now I just work it back and forth. I'll be down in Texas for usually about 6 weeks, and then come back up here, grind while I'm here, hop back on a plane, go where I need to go. Got my first radio interview scheduled on the 20th when I get back there. So I'm excited about that. So that's my first official platform being interviewed on there. And homie, it ain't took long. I done went down there and started spinning and rotating quick. And I already got people in Dallas talking about St. Louis, y'all lost one. Shit, it just is what it is, though. It just is what it is, man.
How was like the local music scene down there, outside of the artists that we know nationally, just like the people who still up and coming?
It's a lot different. They gonna show you love there. If you come down there and you dope, you put on a good show, and you come with good energy to the equation, they gonna show you love, bro. They don't care where you from. As long as you can make them vibe, as long as you can make them rock, and as long as they like the words that's coming out your mouth and the music you putting out, they fucking with you. So I mean, I gotta give a big shout out to Dallas because they didn't, hey homie, they didn't welcome me with open arms. Houston did too. A couple weeks ago, I had 2 shows in Houston in one night, and shit, by the time I came back Sunday afternoon or Monday morning, I had 2 or 3 Houston platforms already posting about me on social media. So it's like, you know, if you're an artist and you recognize you got something special, you got to learn how to cultivate it. You got to learn how to mold it, and you got to form it to where it's yours. And you just keep stepping with it. You keep moving with it. And anybody that want to align with you, that got they head on right and they got good intentions for you and your career, you try to make that happen. So that's what I do, bro. I align with the people down there that is fucking with me. And there's a lot of people down there fucking with me. So as long as they keep fucking with me and I keep putting out good music, good content, and I keep wrapping circles around these rap niggas, it's going to keep going. It's going to keep growing.
Now, I read an article where you did an interview down there, and you were speaking about, you know, I guess I would say this, that when it comes to being a musician, it's more than just making good music. It comes to like your stage presence, your image overall, and also like the business side of it. And that's kind of been like a struggle here with some of the up and coming artists here in St. Louis. I just say more so with the business. Some of them got the image, and they may have too much when it comes to their music. But what are your thoughts on that?
First and foremost, it's called a music business. So you can never forget the business. But then it's like every artist has their own path. Every artist is different. There are going to be some artists that lean more on the image side. It's going to be artists that lean more on the business side. It's going to be artists that lean more on, you know, providing a good live show. What I'm doing now in Texas is building more of my brand with the business. If y'all, you know me, or people that, you know what I'm saying, people that's watching that know me, that seen me perform, that know me, like, I got one of the best live shows. Lyrically, it ain't a rapper in this city that can do what I can do with words and a pen and a paper or a pencil and a paper. And I'll say that on any interview platform. Creatively, it's not too many that can create like I can in the space and within the time that I can create. But one of my things that I need to work on is the business. So that's what I'm building in Texas. That's what my team is helping me build. And once that's there, shit, we pretty much, you know what I'm saying, I pretty much got everything else, man. Like, you shit, love it or hate it. Like, you know, I done came from the trenches, I done came from the penitentiary, and I came straight out here, all gas, no brakes, doing it the right way. I ain't out here selling no dope to get my funds up. I'm out here scraping up whatever bread I need to scrape up legally to make sure that this dream comes to fruition for me. A lot of people just ain't willing to make that sacrifice. I am. I die about this rap shit, bro. And it may sound crazy to some people, but I've invested so much in it already. Blood, sweat, tears, money, years. It's going to be a cold day in hell before I let anybody come step on it, alter it, change it, or point me in another direction that I don't feel like going with this music shit. So yeah, just tightening up the business is essential for any artist, especially if you're talking business is synonymous with longevity. If your business is proper, typically you're going to have a longer career. Those that don't have long careers and it's very short, typically their business ain't right. Or they get into some other kind of trouble. But if you can have all those things and put them all together, I guarantee you're going to have a pretty successful career. And right now, shit, in Dallas, shit, we just working on the business end and steady stamping that shit out.
Now, an artist like you will be considered like a lyricist when it comes to the game.
Well, hold on though. An artist like me is also being considered numerous times one of the best lyricists that have ever come out of this city. So we gotta put that on there too, homie. We gotta put that on. Not just the lyricist, one of the best that's ever come out of this city. Like that's a different weight. So, but yeah, go ahead.
But you know, like with the younger generations, that's coming up in St. Louis, we got some of those type of artists that's coming up, and then we got the ones who just they rap about their lifestyle, and where they may where they say incriminate themselves. I don't necessarily think that's true though, because like they fighting right now with like the whole Young Thug situation, and like, you know, courts using their lyrics against them. It's like it's taken away from the art.
It's a fine line between art and reality though. If you got a criminal history record this long, and you got shit for like, you know, you maybe beat a couple of bodies, You maybe got some robberies on there. You got some, criminal possession, some pistol charges. But then you get on your rap and you talking about, yeah, I'm finna spin the block on a goofy and put 12 in this nigga's head and did it. Well, bro, that's kind of in line with some of the stuff on your rap sheet, my nigga. I think that's an instance of an artist who's chasing more clout or some kind of notoriety than being smart. Cause the same rap sheet they got, I got. We talked about that at the last interview. I just choose not to put that in my music. But I'm in a totally different lane than them niggas is too. But it's like, as an artist, period, you gotta embrace all forms of the art that come. But I ain't gotta like it. I ain't gotta do songs with some of them niggas. Cause first off, I see you walking with, showing your drawers and shit like that and sagging down to your knees and shit. And, hey, bro, you ain't even the type of man that I was, I would be around, homie. I definitely ain't finna spend 2-3 hours in the studio with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, then you gotta be an artist that's out here really putting in work. You really gotta be putting in grind. You really gotta be doing something, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, you just gotta let every artist make their choice, every artist make their decision. If that's the type of music they want to make and incriminate themselves in that way, that's fine. There is a fine line between art and reality. I just think some people cross that line, they don't know where that line is, or they'll consciously say they don't give a fuck and go over that line. But then when you say stuff like that, hey, when that indictment come or when that RICO come, hey man, I'm not sending no cash app to no GoFundMe's. Like, bro, you knew what you was doing. And if you didn't, somebody on your team should have told you. And if they didn't, then what the fuck they around you for? So now I'm looking at you as an artist that don't understand, the basics. You ain't really trying to excel. You ain't really trying to grow. You ain't really trying to succeed. You just trying to get popular from street clout. We all got some kind of street clout. Some is just heavier than others. You know what I'm saying? But if that's what you want to rely on as an artist, by all means, my man, go ahead and do that. But me, I'm going to keep stepping high step, and I'm still finna keep wrapping circles around you niggas. I said what I said.
And I'm glad you said it again, because like you just stated, you're one of the best lyricists coming out of the city.
Yeah.
And is it a limitation on like the age range? Are you talking about going straight to the youngest artists on up, or is it just artists more so around your age?
I think with music, there's no, with music and entertaining people, you never too young to make somebody laugh. You never too young to make somebody smile. You never too old to make somebody laugh or make somebody smile. If a motherfucker got it, they got it, bro. It could be a 15-year-old that walk in here and from the moment he walk in the door, you feel a star vibe about him. You feel a star energy about him. Half these niggas are just regular niggas, homie. I'm just be honest. You don't feel nothing special when they walk in the spot. You don't feel nothing special when these lights come on and the interview start. You don't feel nothing special when they standing on that stage with a microphone in their hand. I understand that I'm different, and I understand that I've been different. So, there's never an age cap on creativity, young or old. If you hot, you hot, and you got it, you got it. LeBron, I'm sure, knew at probably 8 or 9 that he was it. Michael Jordan, Oprah, I'm sure they knew at a very young age they were it. It's something that you feel. It's something that you know. And the more you can grow into that and cultivate that, you can walk differently with it. You can let your nuts hang lower than the average nigga. You know what I'm saying? I let mine hang, bro. That's why I talk how I talk. Because I done too much in this city. I've accomplished too much. I've gained the accolades. I have the accolades even as we speak. Nominated for shit. So for you to come and say, for somebody else to come and say that, they the best and they this and that, or you shouldn't be doing it. Hey, my nigga, when it come down to it, you sit in the chair, I'm going to sit in the chair. Here go a pen, I got a pen. Let's see what your words on paper sound like better than mine. It's not going to happen.
Would you consider somebody like EBA YoungBoy a lyricist?
No.
Why not?
He's a rapper, because a lyricist is somebody that puts, number one, his vocabulary is not up there. Most lyricists, we have vocabularies.
But I'm gonna say this before you continue. He's popping though. He's one of the top streaming artists.
Oh yeah. He been popping for a long time. But he ain't popping with people that. I bet you Nas don't ride around and listen to him. I bet you if Biggie was alive, Biggie wouldn't be riding around listening to him. If Pac was alive, Pac wouldn't be riding around listening to him. J. Cole, I guarantee you, probably don't ride around listening to him. Kendrick Lamar probably don't ride around listening to him. And these are people that we all have labeled as lyricists. You got rappers, then you got lyricists. YoungBoy's a rapper. He's a good rapper. I personally think a lot of his popularity comes from his extracurricular. But you can't take nothing away from what he's done musically. Shit, he getting a bag and he running that shit up for real. You know what I'm saying? And it really don't matter how he do it or how he getting it done. He getting it done. That's point blank. But lyricist, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
What about Drake?
Drake is a lyricist.
How? He got ghostwriters.
He does. But even though you have ghostwriters, you still have to learn how to, when them people write for him, he still has to adapt that style. He still has to learn that cadence. He still has to learn that timing. So even though those might not be his words, he's put in the work and the research, you know what I'm saying, to still be considered in that realm. What, you know,
can't be a lyricist if he ain't writing it though.
Well, I mean,
he's a good rapper.
But do we know he has ghostwriters? But do we know that a ghostwriter wrote every single thing he put out also? Right. Because once you have a ghostwriter for a certain amount of time, you're able to adapt the style. You're able to pick up on key things and key phrases and stuff like that. I'm aware he's got a ghostwriter, but so I could just speak only to the material that Drake puts out that he claims to be from his mouth. It's of lyrical form. Yes.
Yeah. Now, hip hop is considered like a young man's sport in a sense. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with DJ Akademiks?
Yeah.
Did you hear his recent comments, in regards to like the pioneers of hip hop?
No, but it was probably something goofy. Knowing Akademiks, it's probably something goofy.
Well, I'm gonna just kind of fill you in with what he said. He called he didn't say any specific names, but he just said like people who kind of started hip hop are like considered bums in a sense, like in today's world, because they don't have like the financial status that they should have, like compared to like a YoungBoy or something like that. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it depends. There are some artists, for sure, that we would call pioneers that they did not make good business decisions in their career. So that's why Akademiks is considering them a bum, because they don't have a certain financial stature. That ain't really got nothing to do with their ability. That's just poor business decisions, or maybe a poor manager, or maybe a poor accountant. At the end of the day, it's really, there's a market for everybody, bro. There's a market for people that like YoungBoy. There's a market for people that like people like me and like Drake. It's a market for everybody. So you can't really shun, one side of the market for the other, because there's still going to be people that are listen and consume both. You still going to have younger cats that like lyrics. That's what, like, a lot of the cats that follow me, they younger for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, they younger, because I'm able to spit bars and lyrics in a certain way that still apply to them in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm able to put a twist on it that they still understand. Mm-hmm. I don't have to talk about spinning your block. I'll come whirlwind your block. You know what I'm saying? I'll come vortex your block. You know what I'm saying? I'm still saying the same thing you niggas is saying, but I just put my own little sprinkle on it, and I still make it relatable. But that's a part of creativity as an artist. You have to find a way. My fan base is from 9 to 73. I've done the analytics. So as an artist, I got to find a way to get this 9-year-old ears and this 73-year-old ears. Maybe not at the same time, but I got to find strategic ways to put out content to make sure I can encompass everybody. And as an artist, that's one of the things you got to do. Some people just don't give a fuck. If YoungBoy is making a bag with 16 to 24-year-olds, and this man is a multi-millionaire, shit, I wouldn't change nothing if I was him. As long as them M's keep running up. But as far as Akademiks calling pioneers of the game a bum just because of their financial stature, that's his opinion. I don't agree with it, but, that's his opinion. You know what I'm saying? And if that's what he chooses to say on camera, off camera, or in an interview, he got that right to say that. But he done said a whole lot of shit that, you know what I'm saying, in the past that people don't.
With, Lil Yachty, once upon a time, a few years ago or so, he said like Biggie and Tupac are overrated.
Lil Yachty said that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. What Lil Yachty doing now?
He got a nail polish line on him.
Oh, okay. So, okay. What else?
I don't know. Of course, with the
exactly.
music. Yeah.
Exactly. Somebody made a comment saying that they wasn't fucking with this person or whatever the case may be, but the person that made the comment, nigga, you walking around wearing nail polish, homie. And you ain't doing nothing now that's relevant, bro. So some shit you just gotta take with a grain of salt, and everything don't need to be I wasn't finna address, I mean, I don't know the nigga, so I'm not finna address him about bro, if that's what you feel, but I'm finna turn the TV off, or I'm finna turn the channel, or keep scrolling on Instagram or whatever. Bro, you walking around with nail polish on, homie. Like, ain't nothing you can say out your mouth I'm finna be willing to listen to, bro. We ain't the same from jump. You show up with a purse and nail polish on and a dress like Lil Uzi and all, it ain't nothing you can talk to me about, bro. I'm not even finna take the time to give you conversation for what? We ain't the same. We cut from different cloth.
I'm gonna ask you this, like even like you just brought up Uzi and shit like that. We just kind of talk about like lyricists. Do you think it's a difference between like older hip hop versus more modern hip hop when it comes to lyricists?
Yeah, it's a difference. It's a definite difference. Typically, lyricists that may have a little bit of age or a bit more experience and a bit more seasoned, they typically only have one or two cadences or one or two styles of delivery. They don't do too much altering because that's the style that's worked for them for a whole lot of years. But when you talking about some of these younger guys, their cadence is different, their staccatos are different, their delivery is different, their timing is different. They find different pockets. You know what I mean? A lot of the older lyricists, they kind of stick with a style and they flow with it.
But I say that because like you just said, like Uzi, if you really like listen to his music, like you just said, you might be saying the same thing as the younger generation saying, but you're saying it in a different way. A lot of those younger artists say a lot of things that the older generation might say, but in their own way.
And that's true. And Uzi actually, I've listened to some of his shit as far as lyrically. He be saying some shit here and there. Uzi be saying some shit here and there. I mean, but he's creative. So because he's in the younger, he's found a way to still maybe say something here and there that relates to somebody older that still like music. It's all a part of creating. It's not necessarily lyricist and a non-lyricist. It's all about really the type of creator you are. If you got to do an interview, but you only got one light, and the light might not even have a stand, well, you finna create a way to keep that light up. You finna get the duct tape. You finna put the duct tape on the wall. You finna maybe get some glue real quick. You maybe finna get some Flex Seal. Whatever you need to do to create what you are trying to create, you're gonna make it happen. An artist is the same way. A true artist is the same way.
Now, I noticed the end of your name. I don't know why I didn't notice this the first time, but it has an X. Mm-hmm. What's the meaning of that?
A few things. When you one of the best lyricists coming up out of any city, you the X factor, homie. Any show that I'm on, any feature I'm on, any collab I'm on, any video that I'm in, any project that I'm in, any interview I do, there's going to be an element that's brought to the table that was not there previously before with the artist that sat in this chair before me, or the artist that was in that booth in the studio before me, or that artist that was on camera before me. And then along with that, it's kind of Malcolm X-ish, a ode to Malcolm X. With this grind, by any means necessary, homie. By any means necessary, I'm finna get it. I'm gonna get to it by any means necessary. If you in my way trying to stop me, I'm gonna remove you by any means necessary. I'll try to reason with you first. I'll try to be rational. I'll try to be logical. But if that don't work, homie, by any means necessary, nigga, you got to move. I got shit to do. So it comes from a couple of different, just me being an X factor on anything I touch. I'm finna bring an element that wasn't there before, and I'm finna get it by any means necessary. So Ghost X, Mr. Oh himself, you know what it is.
Yeah, I adopted the X as far as with my street name. I dropped like the hood element for, you have people say they put their hood as their last name, or something like that. I definitely, like you said, for a reason like the Malcolm X and things like that. With that being said, I'm gonna ask you this. Kanye West.
Yeah.
Making headlines recently with the White Lives Matter shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, like Diddy and Boosie, kind of upset with him because they say he's considered like one of the leaders somewhat, got a bigger influence, with the younger generation, or just this, generation period of upcoming black youth. What are your thoughts on that?
It's simple. Kanye's grown, I'm grown. What he eat don't make me shit. I don't care if you pumping Puerto Rican lives matter, green lives matter. Nothing that Kanye does contributes to my bank account or my pockets in any way, shape, form, or fashion, nor does it take away from. So the time I'm spending commenting on Kanye on social media or whatever, that's time that I could be setting up an interview with Views from the Arch. That's time that I could be setting up a photo shoot. That's time I could be booking the next show. That's time I could be in the studio recording. So whatever Kanye want to do, that's on Kanye. I ain't buying your shit though. I ain't buying no Yeezys. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? He move a little too goofy for me, but shit, that's on him, bro. I really ain't got too many thoughts about it until I see an interview where Kanye talking about how I'm moving. Then I might have more comment, but other than that, shit, let him do what he do. If it make it happy, if it make him smile, and his kids is taken care of, shit, it is what it is.
Most definitely. Now, like you stated in the beginning, you nominated for King Male Artist of the Year.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that after, getting out, you've been grinding, and you basically getting the recognition for all your hard work?
I feel good about it for sure. I don't get the roses that I feel I should get, but I do get a lot of them. But that's something you really can't worry about, homie. You just got to keep pressing. You got to keep applying pressure. It's like a woman. You might see a chick outside. You might see at the gas station. You might, oh, hey, what's up? Try to shoot your shot. She might not be with it. Well, you're never going to get her if you don't apply pressure. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the last time you see her if you don't apply pressure. You might get a job opportunity and they say, no, we don't, But if you don't spin the block and say, well, sir, I respect your decision, but, I do have this set of skills that maybe I neglected to put on my resume. Are you sure that and sometimes somebody, you know what, I can find something it's all about how you handle it, man. It's all about how you handle it. You got to apply pressure with this shit, though. So, yeah, I've done a lot. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of accolades. Yeah, people say this and people say that and, and all of that. That ain't enough for me. Because now I'm on the business end. So all of this other stuff to me was like a prerequisite, homie. Like, it's a prerequisite to really get to the bag and for it to be valid. When I start for real charging for features. And when I start for real charging 20, 30 bands to step on your stage. When I start charging you 5 bands for a feature. You're going to be able to look at my track record and my resume and see that it's valid. Like, damn, in 3.5 years, this nigga done been nominated for 17, 18 awards, won 9, nominated for 1 now, been on the radio with 3 different songs, traveling in 2 different cities, buzzing in 2 different cities. I got a resume that most people in this city can't touch, homie. And I've always been one of them niggas like, if you know me, you know me. And if you don't know me, you wasn't supposed to because you ain't rotating on the levels that I'm rotating on. But again, yeah, it's people out there really getting to the bag, and that's what's up. But yeah, man, I got to keep doing me and how I do it, bro. And I'm going to keep applying pressure. I'm going to keep stepping on these niggas' necks, and I'm going to keep out-rapping niggas. That's just what it is, bro. I'm finna keep out-rapping. Any of you rappers out there, I'll go bar for bar with any rapper in this city. Straight up. And y'all know me in real life. I'll go bar for bar with any rapper in this city, bro. I'll go creatively head up with any artist in this city. And it just is what it is, bro. And that's the energy I'm going to always give. That's the vibe I'm going to always give because that's what I stand on. So shit, I just keep applying pressure. You finna fuck with the pressure or you not. You ain't gotta fuck with me, but niggas will respect my grind and how I'm moving, and they not finna play about my time, and they not finna play about my career and my journey neither.
Now, coming to a closing here, I know you got the mixtape that you're working on. Mm-hmm. You have a date or anything yet on that? No,
we don't, because when I get back to Dallas, hey, the reality is, bro, I done had a lot of people for about the last year and a half. Cause I drop a lot of freestyles and I drop a lot of clips and shit like that. But I done had a lot of people within the last year and a half. They've been clamoring and begging for a project, bro. So I'm finna take a step out of Nipsey's playbook. Rest in peace to Nip. I'm gonna put together a 5-6 song mixtape. I'm charging $100 for this motherfucker. Yeah. It's not about the bread for me, but I've gotten the numerous calls. I've gotten the numerous messages. I've gotten the numerous texts. Project, a full project. Well, if that's what the people wanting, I'm going to see how bad you really want it. and you either finna fuck with it or you're not. So I'm gonna put out this mixtape. I'm playing with a couple of ideas on the title. It's gonna be 5 to 7 songs. I'm busting heads for it, $100, man. We're gonna put this mixtape out the right way, and we're gonna see what it do. Other than that, we're gonna keep rotating here. We're gonna keep rotating in Dallas. We're gonna keep rotating in Oklahoma City. And if anybody is not jumping on board, if they know me in real life, I don't allow no block spinning. So if you ain't recognized what I'm bringing to the table and how I'm coming when we first meet, don't spin the block when shit start getting a little hotter. Talking about, hey, Ghost, I got people doing that now. As soon as they found out that I'm in town. Nah, homie, because I reached out to you 2 years ago, bro. But I wasn't popping enough for you yet. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But some of these people were also people that weren't fully in the know of who I was even before I went to the penitentiary anyway. So, yeah, bro, I'm going to just keep stepping how I step, keep moving how I move, and shit, I'm going to just keep dropping bars on niggas' heads, bro. And shit, any rapper that want to align with me, they need to do it the right way. They need to go through the proper channels because I don't play about my time. I don't play about my craft. I don't play about my name. I don't play about my reputation. I ain't here to bring no smoke, but don't bring no smoke to me neither. Shit, just let me rap and just let me keep doing what I do. And hopefully it's going to work that way, man. Hopefully, bro. That's all we can hope for.
Yeah. I'm going to say, for those who don't know where you find you, let them know.
Hey, for those of y'all who don't know where to find me at, man, you can find me on Instagram, Ghost_X314, TikTok, the same name, Facebook, you can find me Ghost X on Facebook. But shit, other than that, shit, when I'm in your city, you're going to find me outside. I'm outside. Like, a lot of you rap niggas, man, you niggas got the 20 and 30, 40,000 followers on Instagram and all. That shit is cool. You niggas ain't outside, bro. You niggas ain't outside, bro. I ain't seen you niggas at a show. Ain't heard your shit on radio. I ain't seen you at an interview. I ain't seen you at a function. I ain't seen you pop out nowhere. None of that shit. I'm outside. So if whatever people want to take from this interview, where they can find me at, I'm outside. Just know that much.
Straight like that.